Hi students, how are you? Hope you are all safe during this pandemic situation. So, proceeding with class 10 maths triangles, as this is the very important chapter and as well as this is very difficult to understand. So, once you understand the concept, you can easily practice out your exercise problems. So I will start with the concept first of all. Congruent and similar figures. You would have studied in ninth standard. So this is just to brush up those concepts. Congruent and similar figures. So many time it will be confusing with the congruence and similar figures. We shall have some examples for that. There are doors in our houses, isn't it? In our house, the entrance door and our other rooms door, windows, etc. are in same shape. That is, it will be in rectangular one. But the size varies. Our entrance doors will be with some size. That means the height, and the kitchen doors or whatever, the windows also we have the same rectangular shape, isn't it? But the windows also, this length or height varies for each room and for each place. The door as well as the windows varies, but most probably we have this rectangular shape. So whenever we say they are same shape alone, we say it is similar. Okay. So for congruence, if you take a book, example, if you take your maths books or whatever, if you take a book, all the pages will be in a rectangular shape, isn't it? So all the pages, there is no difference in index or the cover page or the last page or any page. We cannot find any difference with their dimensions also. So we have all the shapes in rectangular shape, as well as their length and breadth will not change throughout. So the length and breadth is also same, the shape remains same. So we say congruence. So whenever we say a family of rectangle, a family of circles, because circles means we have this small circle as well as a big circle. When you compare a 5 rupee coin or a 1 rupee coin with a bangle, usually the girls wear, yeah. So the bangles, both are in circular shape, but the difference is this is a bigger one and it is a smaller one. So it belongs to the family of circles but different dimensions. We say similar. Family of triangles, family of rectangles, etc. But for congruence, we should say the angles equal. That means the size, dimensions. So the angle should be same, as well as the shape should also be same. So hope it will be clear now with these examples. So congruent is two figures are said to be congruent if they have the same shape and the same size. Similar figures are those having the same shape and not necessarily the same size. Okay, so we will use the symbol only this for the similar, only for similar. Then we use this for the congruent, and we have the rules: angle, side, side, those congruences you have, that we will follow, that we see in the following videos. Okay, and one more thing, all congruent figures are similar, but the similar figures need not to be congruent. So whenever we say congruent, they are all the family of same shape and same dimensions. So we can say it is similar. So all the congruent figures are similar. But we have the similar figures, but can we say it is congruent? No, because the size varies. Therefore, we cannot say all the similar figures are congruent, but definitely, yes, all the congruent figures are similar. So there is a condition for triangles also. So generally here it is given as two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if all the corresponding angles are equal, all the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. That we'll discuss with an example. Here we have two examples. We will try whether the first one forms the congruent figure. So we have two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles and the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Now here for square and rectangle the angles are same, that means 90 degree. That we know the geometrical property, isn't it? So first condition gets satisfied, the angles are equal. When we talk about the sides, we have to check whether they are proportional. So first we take these two, let us name as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So we know AB by EF is 3 by 4 and BC by FG is 3 by 3. So here we are getting 3 by 4 and here we are getting 1. So the sides are not in a proportional form. So the second condition is not satisfied. So we say these two triangles are not, these two shapes are not similar. Though the angles are same, but the sides are not in the proportionate form. So we say this is not a similar one. And here we have taken rhombus and square. We know rhombus and square possess the similar property that all the sides are equal. Here also all the sides are 4 cm. Here also all the sides are 4 cm. So our second condition gets satisfied. So checking for the first condition, that is the angles, we know the square all the angles are 90 degree, but for rhombus we cannot say it is the 90 degree always, because it is not 90 degree always. So we cannot say the angles are not same, equal. So the first condition is not satisfied. When we compare a rhombus of 4 cm with the rhombus of 4 cm, then we say they are similar. Or square with 4 cm with a square with 4 cm, then we say similar. Or we can compare these two also, because the proportionate form will be 3 by 4, 3 by 4, 3 by 4, 3 by 4. Okay, so that sides also should be in the proportionate form, as well as the angles should also be equal. So for squares we can say they are similar as the sides are in a proportionate form. For rhombus we have to check for the angles. So we'll move on to the exercise problem, exercise 6.1. All circles are congruent or similar. We have to choose the answer. All circles include with all the shapes. So for example, we have 1 rupee coin, we have 5 rupee coin, we have 2 rupee coins. So all our circle shape we can take. For example, the bangles, but they are not in same size. So we can say all circles are similar. Congruent means the sizes also should be same. We cannot say for sure, absolutely for all circles. So we say they are similar in shape. All squares are, again we say similar, because we cannot say all the squares are of same size. And all which triangles, whether it is equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle, are similar. So isosceles triangle, we know the any two sides of a triangle will be equal. So if I take this ABC, AB and AC are equal. If I take the triangle DEF, then it may be EF and DF are equal. When we consider the proportionate form, it will not be. So we cannot continue for congruence or similar. We already saw for similar the proportionate form should be equal and the angles should be equal. So we cannot continue for isosceles triangle whether, sorry, for equilateral triangle, ABC is an equilateral triangle, all will be 60 degree. If I take a bigger one, DEF, though the shape is bigger, but this one, angles will be same. So we can say equilateral triangles are similar. So because for isosceles we cannot say which two sides are equal. That's the reason we are choosing the equilateral triangles as all the angles are equal, 60 degree. Two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are dash and their corresponding sides are dash. Already we have discussed the angle should be equal and their corresponding sides should be proportional. So again I repeat, the congruent and similar figures we should check for the sides, that is the proportionate form. If I have a triangle, we have this ABC and DEF, if I have AB by DE, AC by DF, BC by EF. So if all the three ratios give me the same answer, for example 1 by 3, with the angles are equal, we can say they are congruents. Okay, and all the congruent figures are similar, but similar figures need not to be congruent. This is can be asked for 1 mark question in your board exam. And these are the answers for the exercise 6.1. In the next video, we shall see for the basic proportionality theorem. Hope it is useful for you. If any doubt, you ask in the comment section. Thank you.